Well, hi everybody. Welcome to another unloading video of mine. I'm Sally Roper and I'm coming to you from Opulence in Jamaica. I wish I could say it is a lovely day here today, but it is not. We've had torrential rains for probably the last 2 weeks. I lie, Friday was a sunny day, but since then it's just been horrible. Today's no exception. So I'm grabbing a quick minute while the rain has let up. It comes in torrents and then it just stops, and then half an hour later we get another torrent of rain. So anyway, bear with me. If the rain picks up, you're going to hear it in the background, but hopefully I'll get this video finished before then. So this is a little bit of commissioned work. This is a little bit of my stuff. I have one more fair that I'm taking a part of in the beginning of December, and so I'm getting stuff ready for Christmas shopping. So you'll see a little bit of repetition because it's what my customers like. And again, I'm using primarily Opulence glazes. I have two exceptions. One is some Stroke and Coat that I've used to decorate some dishes, and the other is Amaco blue Rutile, which I've used on some coffee mugs. So other than that, everything else is Opulence. My staples: black, green, white, and eggshell. So I hope you like it. If you like my channel, please feel free to subscribe. Please hit the like button if you like my videos. I appreciate everybody who takes the time to watch me, of all people. I keep saying I'll go back to doing some videos where I'm actually making the pieces as opposed to just doing unloading. It probably gets a little boring after a while to see another unloading. But anyway, there are still people who enjoy it, and I enjoy presenting them to you. So with that said, let's get started. I have not peaked. My kiln was at 132. 10 minutes ago, I propped the lid with a 4-inch piece of furniture, and so now it's 129. I have my gloves in case the pieces and the shelves are too warm, which they probably will be at this temperature. So let's get at it. Right. I like what I see so far. Okay. Yeah, the pieces are a little warm. I can touch them with my hands here, but they are, no, let me just err on the side of caution. So I am going to put my my Mickey Mouse gloves on, and so I can handle the pieces and not struggle. So this is one of, actually I made 2 sets, 4 salad bowls, and then I have a server which is a little lower in the kiln. Again, this is dipped. I just dipped it in the outside in black all the way up to here, and I did that on Thursday, and then I let it dry overnight, which I didn't do. I always used to rush through my glazing, and now I don't. I take my time, and if I'm double dipping, I'll dip them once one day and then wait till they wait overnight and till the next day, and then I do the second coat. So this is Opulence Sea Spray, and I'm going to tell you something. It continues to be my favorite glaze of all. And then how do you top it? You top it on top of the black, and you get this majestic blue. So this is not 3 glazes, this is 2 glazes. This is the green sea spray over the black. I always leave a little bit of black because I want people to see how I make the pot, or how I glaze the pot even. But anyway, this is really gorgeous. And it is, my hands are 4 inches, so it's about 5 inches wide by 2 inches tall, and a lovely shape for salad, dessert, soup. It's just so multifunctional. And as I said, I made 4 of them, so here they are. And if you're wondering, I do have a small electric fry pan which has not even 1/4 of an inch of melted paraffin wax. I just melt white candles, get them anywhere in Jamaica because we get a lot of blackouts. And then I just dip the bowl in the bottom to glaze the bottom. Dip the bowl, sorry, in the wax to glaze the bottom, and I get this really sharp, nice line. And it's taken a little bit of time to become very good at it. I wasn't good at the beginning, and nice thing is if you make a mistake, you can always re-bisque the pot, and that will take away any evidence of a wrong waxing, and you can fire them another time, glaze them and fire them. So again, Opulence Black on the outside, dipped like that into the pot of glaze, and then the whole thing was dipped in sea spray, and I get that lovely blue. Okay, I won't explain that again because I do have a lot of it. All right, so this was a full dip in Opulence Sea Spray. Again, just look at that beautiful color. It's just so beautiful, and it's a reduction look glaze, so you get a little bit of well, it's hard for me to show you. Get a little bit of speckle in it. Well, it's not really speckle, I don't know what to call it. I guess it's just reduction look. Anyway, then between all of these decorations, I put a really heavy glob of flux of Amaco or Mayco. Who does Amaco? No, I can't remember who it. The light flux. And then I did 2 thick rims here of, now I have 4 of these. 2 of them were done with blue Rutile and 2 of them were done with indigo float. And I'm having a hard time telling the difference, so until I pull them out, I won't be able to tell you. But anyway, this is a utility crock. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 6 inches tall and 5.5 inches wide. And that's a commissioned piece. And so what happens is you get these stripes here, and that's just the flux melting with the blue Rutile over top of it. So it's really pretty. And I always make these in pairs. This one is indigo float. Now I noticed a crack after I had bisque fired it, and it's just still such a lovely pot that I'm going to keep it for myself, and because I can't sell it with that crack in there, and that's okay. I was actually going to destroy it, and I said no, I can use it. And so these ones I can tell you because I remember. These are a little taller than the other pair. These are done with indigo float, which is a running glaze. And I took the indigo float only to about just the bottom of these nubs, of these dots. And so you can just see the run that I got using here with the light flux, and here without. So really lovely. And these are the ones now with, blue Rutile. So again, a matched pair. Again with the light flux in between the design, just a big heavy glob, just one, and then 2 coats of blue Rutile. And it hasn't come out as blue as it has in the past. Maybe next time I'll do 3 coats, but it's a pretty utility crock. Okay, so here's my witness cones. Now, Opulence Glaze loves cone 6, and I'm using B-Mix, which is a cone 5. So what I do is I set my kiln to 2167, and I hold it for 13 minutes. So I have almost a 6. I would probably say it's a 6 glaze, a cone 6 firing, not 6 glaze. It's a cone 6 firing. You can see the front one here. Let me do it that way. Is bent, so it certainly has gone way past cone 5. And anyway, so I'm not unhappy. I'm happy with anywhere between 5.5 and 6. So to me, this is it's turned out just as I wanted it. Okay. I made a set of these. If you remember my last video, I made a set of these. They were the first things to sell in my last market. So I made another 4. Again, black dip up to the rim, let it dry overnight, and then I just did a full dip what I did was I waxed, after I glazed it, I let it dry, and then I waxed this bottom section so I could just do a full dip as if it was a normal dip into my glazes. If you remember, I'm a dipper, and that's how I'm able to keep that black. And I just want, as the glaze is as the glaze is drying, I just wipe it off the black, and I use Mark's Wax On for that. So any part I didn't want the green, I just waxed the black, and it came out perfect. And here's so I have 4 of these, and they stack. If you remember from last video, these are stacking mugs, and they'll fit beautifully in anybody's cabinet. And I kind of hope they don't sell, because I like to keep them for myself, but since I know how to make them, I will make myself a set. And here are the other 2. So I always make them in sets of 4. And I had a little trouble with this one. This is eggshell on the outside, and my husband loves pink, and so I thought I was going to make him a pink one. And when I did, this is Opulence Cherry Blossom. I know people have been inquiring about a nice pink color. This is really a lovely pink. Again, reduction look. I had a problem because it was too thick, and as it was drying, it was starting to crack. And I rubbed it and trying to rub away the cracks, but they kept coming back. So ultimately what I did was I scraped off all of the pink on the inside, all of the glaze, and it was very thick. And what I did was I got some Darvan, I think it's 817, and I added it to the cherry blossom. I didn't want to dilute it with water. I've learned that from John Britt, and not that he would be watching my video, but thank you, John Britt, for that really incredible good piece of advice. And it thinned down my glaze enough. I did add maybe a half a cup of water, and then I reglazed it. And there's still some imperfections in there, probably where I didn't scrape off the original coating of the cherry blossom, and but it didn't crack. So I've solved that problem, and this is for my husband. He loves pink, and whatever. So I'm not really happy with how the rim got all kind of mucky. So I'm happy to donate this one to my household. And that's that. But anyway, that's eggshell on the outside and cherry blossom on the inside. And you can see I got I got some blobs in there. So I'm not going to refire it. I don't have to. Okay. Alrighty. So here is the salad bowl to my little salad, my smaller ones, the first things I took out. I'm pickled as punch with this. I got like a little round dishwashing pan, and I filled it with the black glaze, and I dipped it in. And then with the turquoise, the following day, I put the turquoise back in that same pan, because I use buckets, and this is wider than a bucket. And then I held it in, and I went down into the glaze, held it there for a second, and then came up kind of in one fairly even swoop. And then I just patched up where, well, you can see it there, where I held it with my finger. I didn't glaze it there thick enough, but I don't think anybody's not going to buy that because of this. And so here is the little salad bowl that will go with it, and it and its partners will sit inside, and that will make a lovely set for Christmas. And I like the shape of it. How wide is this? 4, 8. It's almost 12 inches wide by almost 4 inches deep. Lovely, lovely bowl. I'm really happy with that. And I never know if this is going to turn out that pretty, the blue, because it all depends on the specific gravity of my green, and I'm totally reliant on that. And yesterday it worked out perfect, or Friday it worked out perfect. I fired Friday night, let the kiln sit all day Saturday, and now I'm unloading it today, Sunday. All right, I made some ornaments. I saw this design online and I absolutely loved it. I have the snowflake, and then I just cut out these little holes. And not only does it make the ornament lighter, it just adds some pretty decorative elements to it. So I actually rolled out a slab, and then I rolled it in clay share. Jessica Putnam Phillips has a snowflake rolling pin. So I just rolled that on top of it, and then I just cut it out with my cookie cutter. And then I have a little teardrop cutter as well, and just cut out those little holes. So I have a bunch of these. I actually broke a bunch, which wasn't the end of the world. I just reclaim it. But anyway, these are done in sea spray, and this one is done in celadon. A lovely. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show this to you, as it's really pretty. And this is weeping plum. So celadons will work perfect with this, because the celadon shows the texture. But that's really pretty. And I like red for a Christmas color. Okay, and here's some more. Again, another one, weeping plum, but it has no design on that one. No texture. This is the, I believe this is the Cherry Blossom by Opulence, Cherry Blossom. And then this is Amaco Aqua. Really pretty. It's very light green blue. Well, more greeny than blue, but people would probably say it's more blue than green. All right. That's it for, I think that's it for the ornaments. Okay. So years ago, I made these type of cups or goblets. Well, they're not really a goblet. I say a cup. So this is a full dip in Opulence Ultra White. I let it sit overnight, and then I took Amaco's Velvet Black Underglaze, and I've diluted it quite a bit. And then on the outside of the white, I just drew these designs, and they've come out really nicely. You could put the design underneath the glaze, but sometimes I've found in the past that black turns kind of bluish, because there is cobalt, I believe, in black underglaze. And so anyway, this ensured that I was going to get the deep black. So I'm really happy with these. I made 4 of them. So let me show you the other 2. They're right here. Oh, another one. And so that's really fun. These were commissioned. So. And I made these wine caddies, and a wine bottle will fit inside them, and I did them in red because people with red wine might like these. And again, it is Opulence eggshell on the inside, and then weeping plum, Amaco's weeping plum on the outside. And I used the celadon because I had carved some stripes in when I was trimming the pot. And we all know how well celadons show off design. So I'm really happy with those. And there are 2 of them. Okay. I do have somebody that has come into my studio, and I have some of his pieces, and I'm not going to show them to you because I don't have his permission. So I'm not hiding anything from you. It's just being kind. to a customer. Good. And these are more of his. Okay. I have a lot of these. So I have olive, I call these olive dishes. Here's another one. They're slippery. I don't want them to slide out of my hand. When I make the dish, I just take little globs of clay and make the form and press it onto the plate right after I make it. And then I carve those with Stroke and Coat, and then I wax them on top of that, 3 coats of Stroke and Coat, and then I waxed on top of it. And so when I dip these in the final glaze, the wax would just come straight off the decorated portion. So I have olive branches, I have flowers, and I have garlic dishes. So I'm just going to master blast through that. I have a fan, but it's not blowing directly on me. Okay. So this is more done in Opulence eggshell, and this is more olive. She prefers the white. She says her white sells well for her, so that's what she gets. And I have, we'll blast through these because I have lots of them. But I'll just show you, this is Amaco Aqua. And I just used a combination of Stroke and Coat colors. Again, I did 3 coats. And this is the flower. So that's jaded, I believe. And I don't know what the pink is. And again, I paint the flower, and then I wax over top of it. And because I've done 3 coats, I get a nice sheen off those. I used to use underglaze, and now I have found that the Stroke and Coat works really well for this. These are garlic dishes, so you just rub a garlic in it and you get garlic paste. These are done in Amaco Sky. And just more Sky. And this is Aqua. And this is eggshell, Opulence eggshell. This is Opulence marigold, not Opulence, Amaco marigold, again a celadon. And this is eggshell, Opulence eggshell. And I like the celadons because they go in very nice into the grooves. Okay. I have to be careful. I have 2 posts that have stuck onto my advancer shelf, but that's easy. I can remove those later. So more of the flowers. I'm just going to blast through these. This is red and yellow. These are dipped in, this is Aqua, and this is Sea Spray by Opulence. I think I only have 1 more shelf after this, so bear with me. That's some kind of purple. This is teal. I can't tell you the exact colors. That's kind of like a chartreusey color. And this is the red. Really nice. They came out really nice. Okay, this is dipped in Sky. And this is dipped in Sea Spray. eggshell. Those came out, these have come out really well. And this one is Weeping Plum. Okay. Last shelf. More of my soup bowls. This is a repeat of one I did the last time. It's blue rutile, 4 thick coats of blue rutile. Let me see if I can't really stop the glare. And then ultra white on the inside. Opulence ultra white and Amaco blue rutile. And I have 4 of these, and again in a stack. So when I make them in groups, I find the ones that pair the best together, and I'll glaze them together. And I will fire them together. So here's 2 more of the blue rutile. I really love blue rutile. It's a very, very popular color here. And this is for my student. Oh, that turned out very nice. Sorry, I can't show it to you. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. And here's one more of these decorated cups in circles. Some more of these snowflakes in white. Sorry guys, I'm dying of heat. Ultra white. Sorry, this is eggshell and this is ultra white. Then, one last piece. I call them my leaf bowl. This is a full dip in Opulence Sea Spray, thick coating of flux on the rim, and then I used blue rutile and painted it on the outside on top of that. Only just on the thick part in the rim, and I got a little bit of run. So that's really a pretty bowl. And it's a large one. So that's it. I want to thank you all very much for joining me today. And if you like this video, as I said earlier, please hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate it. And thank you all very much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.